Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of FB Live, hosted by CraftSpace. My name is Joey. I am a craft instructor from CraftSpace. Today, we are going to celebrate World Teachers Day, or you can also National Teachers Day. Now, World Teachers Day does not always um, happen on the 5th of October, yeah, because different countries will celebrate Teachers Day at a different date, yeah. But internationally or globally, the actual official day that is recognized is actually on the 5th of October, which is in 3 days' time, yeah. So we are still in time to um, make something or a handmade gift for our beloved teachers, yeah, because whether we like it or not, during pandemic time, we are not able to celebrate Teachers Day. Now, when we were young, we used to celebrate Teachers Day in school, yeah. It is a fun, or I would say it's a very exciting celebration whereby we actually have food, we give gifts to our teachers. Yeah, but I think since last year we are not able to do so, and this year we skipped it again. So it is a good time for us to prepare something special for them, to thank them for their effort, especially during these 1.5 years. Yeah, because we see that teaching online and teaching physically is totally two different stories. I myself, I'm not a teacher. I'm an instructor, but what we do is more or less similar in that sense, because we do a lot of physical classes together with our students. But when pandemic hit us, we have no choice but to convert everything online, and it is, to be very honest, it's not a very easy task. And I really appreciate what the teachers have been doing, because teachers, some of them are already in their 40s, 50s, some in fact in their 60s. To have them actually convert their physical classes to online classes, it's a big challenge for them, because they are not really tech savvy person. Yeah, some of them. I wouldn't say all. Yeah, some of them. So it is a huge challenge for them, and we have also seen that teachers, not just in Malaysia but globally as well, they face challenges trying to get the kids to focus online. Yeah. Now, of course, for us, it's much easier because we used to um, conduct our workshop one-to-one, on a one-to-one basis or family by family basis. Yeah, because that is where we engage the kids and interact with them. However, for teachers, they can't do that, unfortunately. So imagine one teacher have to really get the focus or attention from like probably 15, at times 40 kids, yeah, online especially. So we can imagine how tough it is, not to mention all the back end works. Yeah, because when you do physically, everything is on a textbook or workbooks or worksheets. Yeah, but when you convert it online, everything will have to be translated online to Google Form or Google documents. Yeah, so it's really more work for the teachers. So that is the reason why we need to appreciate them, yeah, especially during this challenging time. Yeah. At the same time, also to appreciate their efforts that they put in to make sure that our kids actually learn something, even though it may not be 100% attention, but at least they still learn something. Yeah. And they do not, in a way, stop their education during this pandemic period. Now, World Teachers Day, not just to celebrate all the teachers. Yeah, I know during this 1.5 years, a lot of parents are playing the role of a teacher, right? So because they have to work hand in hand with the school to actually monitor the kids' progress or homework, or sometimes take up the role to educate the kids at home. So this is a day also to celebrate you, in that sense, yeah, because you have really played a role not just as a teacher, not just as a mom at home, yeah. So it is much more than that, and you have done it so far. So that is the reason why we also want to thank you, especially our kids, yeah, would like to thank their parents for playing their role as a teacher. All right. Now, today what we are going to do is we are going to make a 3D card that you can actually give to your teacher or to your parents who are teaching you at home. Yeah. So let's see what we can do later on. Now, a little bit of history, yeah, and how International or World Teachers Day actually is recognized globally, right? Okay, so United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or in short, UNESCO, actually declare 5th October to be World Teachers Day in the year of 1994. Okay, it commemorates the anniversary of the adoption of the 1966 ILO. ILO stands for International Labour Organization, and UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers, which sets benchmarks regarding the rights and responsibilities of teachers and standards for their initial preparation and further education, recruitment, employment and teaching and learning conditions. Yeah. The recommendation concerning the status of higher education teaching personnel was adopted in 1997 to complement the 1966 recommendation by covering teaching personnel in higher education. So it is not just about the rights and responsibility of the teachers, it's also about progression, yeah, or I would say training and improvement of the overall, how would I say that the learning experience, yeah, work in progress for the teachers, yeah. So teachers don't just teach, they also need to learn, yeah. So that is what this day is all about. All right. So it aims to focus on appreciating, assessing, and improving the educators of the world, and to provide an opportunity to consider issues related to teachers and teaching. Now we see struggles in some part of the world. In fact, I think in Malaysia it is the same. We see challenges faced by the teachers not only in what we see, yeah, like the infrastructure, as well as working condition in the school. It also come to the attention that teachers are not being paid equally, yeah. That is why this day it's for them to actually make sure that they have all the necessary standard for them to conduct the education, yeah, or to provide the teaching, right? Okay, so like I mentioned just now, 1.5 years into the pandemic. Last year we did not manage to celebrate Teachers Day, so hopefully this year we are able to do something, since some of you are going back to school on the 4th of October. So 5th is the Teachers Day. I think it's a good timing for you to get your presents ready. Yeah, what is much better than having handmade gifts to give it to your teacher, right? I think the teachers actually appreciate it more if it is done by you. Yeah. So this year, World Teachers Day, we have a special theme that is going to be celebrated globally. It is Teachers at the Heart of Education Recovery. Now, why education recovery? Because we have seen in the past 1.5 years, we have seen all the challenges that is happening. Yeah, teachers needs to also improve on their own. So at the same time, we also need to make sure that our kids can keep up, yeah, in terms of the education. So that is why all of us have to work hand in hand to make sure that that happens. Not just about economic recovery, but in terms of education, it's the same thing, right? So let's start by taking into the consideration of making the 3D card for our teachers, so that you can actually prepare it over the weekend, and when you go back to school on Monday, right? Monday, Tuesday, you can actually give the gift to your teachers. Well, I'm very excited for my kids to go back to school actually. I think most of the parents who your kids, if let's say your kids are going back to school, I'm pretty sure you are also very excited, because finally they are going back to school. They can actually enjoy the physical activities, though not so much on PE, yeah, but at least they get to walk around the schools. Yeah, they get to interact with their friends physically, with proper social distancing. Yeah, so I think that is a very healthy environment for them. And if honestly speaking, I have already seen a lot of kids out and about in the mall and all that. Well, if they can go to mall, I'm pretty sure they can go to school. School should be even safer for them. Yeah. All right. So if let's say you do not have any important activities whereby you need to bring your kids out during this period, especially when they are not vaccinated, please keep them at home, because we do not want them to be infected in a sense, yeah, or come in contact with COVID virus as well. Because we have seen many countries where the parents are being vaccinated, they started to bring their kids out in to go shopping or dine in, and then the next wave that comes is the kids got infected, so which is not what we want to see. Yeah, where like Singapore, unfortunately, because now they are in lockdown again, and this time around the rate actually, or those people who are actually got the infection is actually the kids. Poor thing. Yeah, so we need to learn from them as well, so that we don't repeat the same mistakes. So if there is nothing important that you need to bring your kids out, please keep them at home until they got their vaccine, right? Okay, so to cut the story short, let's start. Now, first thing first, we need papers. Yeah, colored papers. If you have those recycled wrapping paper, it's good. Or if let's say you don't have, you can use magazine as well. But if you have colored paper, they will be good, because this will be the body for our bouquet or the flower itself. And then we need some old magazines or flyers or newspapers. Now, for those of you who have actually gotten the material list from me, I have mentioned there that your magazines or your newspaper ideally should have a lot of words, because it will create a more vintage look. Yeah, because the magazine is actually for us to wrap the bouquet, the flower, or the in a way the bouquet. Yeah, and then after that we need a little bit of cardboard. Yeah, a little bit of cardboard or cereal box. Yeah, something that is thick, but then at the same time it's not as thick as the corrugated cardboard. And then if let's say you have ribbons, it will be good. Otherwise, then we can use paper to make our ribbon. Next thing is we need scissors. Yeah, and then we have pencil, eraser. If you have a ruler, that would be better. Okay, and of course we need Yoo-hoo glue or hot glue gun, because we need to stick them together. So basically that is all that we need. If let's say you want to decorate the card later on, you can do that. If let's say you have bling stickers or decorative stickers, anything to make it more beautiful. Okay, so now first thing first, we need to make the body of the card, which I will be using 2 colored paper. Okay, now we need 2 sizes. The first one is 12 cm by 12 cm. Okay, anything bigger is fine, but don't make it too small, because it's not very easy for us to cut if it is too small. Okay, so 12 cm by 12 cm is always a square. Yeah, always a square. So the first bigger sheet of paper should be 12 cm by 12 cm, and the smaller sheet of the paper should be 10 cm by 10 cm. If you want to do it bigger, make sure that it is always one big and one small. Right? So the first one is 12 by 12. The second one is 10 by 10. This is the size that I'm using. Right? And then after that, what we do is we cut out the square because we only need that much. Yeah? So 10 by 10 cm, one piece. And then 12 cm by 12 cm, one piece. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the body of our cut, right? So let's cut this quickly. And then after that, once we have cut it, we need to fold this. Now, how do we fold it? Of course, we fold it half. Yeah, we fold it half. Now, this folding is actually for us to get the crease line. Okay, so make sure when you fold it, make sure you can still see the crease line when you open it. Okay, so we fold half, and then we open it, and then we fold half again. Okay, the other side, so that we can see 4 squares now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we see the crease line. And then now we will turn our paper diagonally, and then we will fold again half. Right? Again, we make crease line, and then open it up, turn the other side, and then fold half again. Alright, so now when you open it up, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 triangles. Yeah, so this is how we want our paper to look like. And then now what we do is we will fold it left, right, we will push it inside. Okay, up, down, we will fold it downwards. And then once done, you will see this triangle. Okay, so let me just show you one more time. So square, left, right, you fold it inside. Okay, and then up, down, you fold it, press it together to get this triangle. All right, once you have done this step, next thing is you fold this into half. Again, it will be a triangle, but it's a smaller triangle. Okay, now the opening part is here. This is where we need to cut. And this is the middle part of the paper. Okay, this one we keep it, we don't cut. So we are going to draw a curved line here. Okay, so that we can cut it off. Okay, so let me just show you quickly. So this is where we do our petals. Yeah. So it's something like this. Later on, when you cut, you can just trim it nicely. Okay, so make it like a petal, right? And then after that, you can cut it off. Okay, you can slowly trim it so that it is round. Like an ice cream cone. Okay. So once cut, it looks like this. Again, this is the middle part of your paper, the center point. This is where the opening are, the openings, yeah. Okay, so you cut the top part. And then when you open it up, it will be like this. All right, so we do the same for the smaller paper. Okay, we fold half, get the crease line, open it up, fold the other side half to get 4 square. Okay, turn it diagonally, and then again we fold it into triangle to get the crease line. Open it up, turn it the other side, and fold it again to get another triangle. Okay. Okay, once done, what we do, we fold left, right to the inside, and then top, bottom, we press it down together to make it a triangle, a big triangle. And then after that, we will fold it half to make it smaller triangle. This is the middle part of your paper, the center point, and this is where the opening of the paper, the sheet, yeah. So this is where we are going to draw our curve, the petal, okay. So what we do is, once we draw it, we cut it off. Okay, to make it into an ice cream cone. Okay. All right. So after that, when we open it up, it looks like this. Okay, so you have one big one and one small one. So next thing is we need to stick this together. Okay, when we stick it, make sure that the center point is together. Yeah, and then we will stick it together. Now we need to see both the color. So if let's say the small one is still very big, what you do is you trim it a little bit more. Like mine, I need to trim it a little bit more because it's still too big. So let's trim it quickly, make it smaller so that it looks nicer. So Iris and Zulaika actually found a way to make full use of an A4 size paper. That's good job. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Okay, now next thing is we need to stick the smaller sheet onto the bigger sheet. Yeah, so let's quickly do this. This one you can actually use craft glue, or you can use glue stick. But of course, if let's say you want it to be stronger, then you can use the Yoo-hoo glue. Not recommend you. I wouldn't recommend you to use the hot glue gun here because it the glue is a little bit too thick. Yeah, so we don't want it to be too thick as well. So we put it middle to middle. Okay, and make sure that when you fold it, you can still fold it now. Okay, you can still fold it when you open it up. It should look like this. Okay, so this is what it will look like on the outside. It's a heart shape. All right, so now that our card is ready, next thing is we need to make a stem for it. So the stem part, we will use the old newspaper or magazine. So what we do is we cut a part off. It doesn't matter how big the paper is. You don't need so big, probably about half an A4 size or A5 size is good. But of course, if let's say your paper is a little bit too soft, then you may need slightly more so that it is thicker and sturdier. Okay, so for me, I am just going to take half of my magazine or flyer. Okay, so I quickly cut it off and then I roll it to make it into a stem. Now, how do you roll it? You can use your pencil to help you. Okay, so hold it one corner and then you can start to roll it. Okay, okay, once it is already rolled up, what you do is you can remove your pencil and then you continue to roll it like this, slowly. Okay. So I put it on the table so that it's easier for me to roll it. Okay, the bigger the paper is, then the thicker your stem is going to be. So if let's say you don't want it to be too thick or too long, then you use a smaller piece of paper. Okay, so let's quickly fix this so that it is not so soft. All right, and then after that you can stick it on together. Okay, so that it does not roll, it stick together to make it into a sort of like a stick. Okay, so put some glue at one corner, stick it on. Okay, you don't need, if let's say you do not need it so long, you can cut it off. So this is where we are going to stick this like this, right? So for me, I think I will need just half of this, so I am just going to cut half. Right. Okay, so cut half. Make sure it is still sticking. It doesn't open up. And then after that, one part of it, you flatten it so that it's easier for you to stick it onto your heart shape. Okay, like this. Right, so you can stick it a little bit more like this, yeah. Okay, so this is what we are going to do first. So put some glue. You can use hot glue here because we need it to be stuck to the heart shape. So we just stick it on like this. Okay. Right, so now let's see whether we can still open up our heart shape. Okay, so we still can open it up. Right, next thing is, of course, we need to cover the front and the back. Right, so this is where we will need our cardboard. Okay, now we can draw heart shape. Okay, we need two pieces of heart shape, one in front and one at the back. So what we do is we cut and make sure that the heart shape is not as big as this blue color one. So it should be smaller size. Okay, something like this is good. Okay, so at least you can still see the blue color paper, right? So this is where we are going to stick on the front and the back to cover this part, the stem area. Okay, so this one, once you cut it, you can actually color it if you want. Otherwise, you can leave it as it is, and then you decorate it. Now this is where you can also write Happy Teacher's Day on one side. Okay, not both sides, yeah. So we only do it on one side. So let's quickly put some glue to cover it. Okay, one side done, and then we will do the other side. Okay, the other heart shape, and then we put glue and we stick it on to the other side. Make sure it is in the middle, like this. Okay, so both sides we have the heart shape. Right. So basically, this is done. All right. Next thing is, if let's say you want to add some leaves, you can add some leaf. So again, leaf, we need green color paper or any other paper that you want for the leaves. Yeah. So we can have one or two, not too much, because later on when we cut, when we wrap it, then we won't be able to see it anyway. So we will just do two. Quickly cut the leaf. Okay, two leaves. And then I am going to stick it here. 1 and 2. Oops. Like this. Okay. So this one, we can put a little bit of hot glue. All right. Just stick it on like this. Okay. Now basically the flower is done. Now we need to wrap it. So to wrap it, we will use a magazine as well. All right. And this magazine, you can actually get a bigger piece so that it looks nicer. So I will take almost A3 size of my magazine. Yeah, and then after that, I am going to fold the accordion fold. Do you still remember how to fold the accordion fold? Okay, so what you do is you fold it. Yeah, we always take the long side and fold. Yeah, the short side and fold. Okay, so we fold it one side. Okay, make sure that it is straight line. You can put it onto the table and then fold it first. Okay, and then you fold it the other way. Fold it inward. Yeah, to the back. Okay, and then fold it down in front. It's always front, back, front, back, front, back. Okay. Why? Because when you open it up, it will look like an accordion. Okay. It's just like how we do our fan. Last time when we were in school, right? The teachers always ask us to fold the paper fan, right? So it's the same, but we call it as accordion fold because when you open it up, open the paper up, then it looks like an accordion. Yeah. So we quickly fold this, and then after that, you can actually use this to wrap your bouquet. Okay. So continue to fold. Yeah. You can, if let's say you struggle with this, what you do is you fold inwards and then you turn the other side and then you fold inwards again. Okay. Turn the other side and then fold inwards. Fold towards you. Okay. And make sure that it is aligned. Yeah. Here must be parallel. Okay. So we quickly fold this. Now, if let's say you do not have magazines or you do not have any brochure or newspaper at home, this one also you can use those wrapping paper, preferably the recycled ones, yeah, or you use colored paper as well now. So this is what it looks like after you fold it. So it looks like an accordion, yeah. Okay, so next thing is you put your flower in the middle. Okay, put your flower in the middle. So this is how it looks like. Now you can put it slightly lower. It's up to you where you want to put it. Okay. This you don't have to push it all the way in, yeah. So you just let it sit like this, right? And make sure you can still open your heart shape. Okay, you can still open your heart shape. Okay. Now here you can write messages that you want, because I know most of us when we were in school, right, when we celebrate Teachers' Day, we always write thank you notes to our teachers. Yeah, so this is where you write it. Okay, and then after that you can actually fold it back to make it into heart shape again, and then you wrap it. So now the wrapping part, if you have ribbons, you can actually straight away put the ribbon here. Yeah, so for those of you who do not have ribbon, what we do is we will stick this on to the wrapping paper itself. Okay, this is the wrapper itself. Yeah, So you can glue it onto the wrapper, or you can use the masking tape to tape it together first. And then after that, you make a paper ribbon. I am going to teach you how to make a paper ribbon. Now, first and foremost, we need to stick this together first, okay? I am going to use those leftover papers that I have. So I just cut a short strip out. And then I am going to stick it here, like this, so that my bouquet of flower and the wrapper sticks together, like this. Okay, and then this one, we still can open it later on. Right, so let's do this first. We'll cut it smaller strip. And then put some glue and stick it on. Basically, this part is to make sure that, you know, the stem actually stick together to the wrapping paper itself. Okay, right, so this is how it looks like now. Let's get rid of all the spider webs from the hot glue gun. Okay, next thing, we put a ribbon here. So we are going to make a paper ribbon. Okay, so we need another color. So this one, it depends on how big you want. Again, it is always a square. Okay, if let's say you want your ribbon to be bigger, then you make it, you take a bigger piece of paper. Otherwise, then you can make a smaller one. Now the size that I am going to use is 10 cm by 10 cm again. Okay, so we quickly draw the lines, yeah, 10 cm by 10 cm, and then after that we cut it out, because we only need this small square. Okay, so my ribbon is going to be blue color. Yeah, you can put any color you want. All right, and then after that we are going to fold this diagonally to make it triangle. Okay, again we need crease line. Okay, and then after that we fold the other side. Again a triangle. Right, so now we have 4 triangles. Yeah, so next thing is we need to cut off one part of the triangle. Okay, so what we do is we cut off one triangle. Right, so we leave this 3. And then now we need to cut the one that is on top, but not all the way, yeah? So we need to cut and leave probably about 5 millimeter. Okay, so let's do marking so that we know where to stop. 5 mm is where we stop, so that we don't cut all the way. Okay. 5 mm before the middle point, yeah? So we do marking here, 5 mm. Then we cut, it's just directly above, it's just the triangle on top, yeah? Directly on top of the one that we cut just now. So what we do is we cut it and then leave 5 mm. Okay, so it's still attached in the middle, right? And then here, what we do is the left and right. Okay, so this is the top and this is the left and right. Bottom is already gone, yeah? We have already cut off the bottom. So we fold the left and right together, and then we cut curved line. Okay, make it curved so that our ribbon looks nicer. So from one end to another, we curve it. Okay, so how we curve it? Not too much, yeah? So we just it's just like this. Okay, so make sure it is a little bit curved. So when you stick your ribbon, it looks curvy, right? So this much only we cut it off from one end to another, the left and right one. Then when you open it up, it looks a little bit curved. Yeah, both sides. And then now the top one, the top triangle, we fold it down. Okay, we fold it down. Okay, and then now we have to stick this four corner, 1, 2, 3, 4 of our left and right side of the triangle to the middle point. Okay, to the middle point. So what we do is we stick it like this. One side, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, something like this. All right, so let me stick it first, otherwise then you won't be able to see. Okay, so this one you put a little bit of glue in the middle point. Okay, put glue in the middle, and then you stick the corner and then stick it to the middle point, one side. This one as well, put more glue in the middle. Okay, stick it to the middle. Okay, and then now the other side, the other two corners. Again, put glue. Stick it down to the middle. And then this one also stick it to the middle. Put more glue. So by now it should look like this. So your bow is done. Now we need to make the bottom part. Okay, so the bottom part, what we do is you can cut off a little bit into the middle. Okay, but make sure that it is still attached, yeah. And then after that you can shape it. Okay, so what we do is we cut off this side a bit, depending on how you want the bottom of your ribbon to be. So you can cut it off one part, and then we cut it off this side as well a bit. Yeah. And then here, what we do is we cut triangle. Okay, we cut triangle. So from here, what we do is we cut it upwards a bit, and then after that here, cut from the other side. So now your ribbon is done. Yeah, so it's a paper ribbon. So here in the middle, you can actually stick circle, a round shape or a heart shape. It's up to you. Or if let's say you have bling, you can stick a blink here to make it nicer. Then after that, you can stick it onto, okay? So you can stick it onto your bouquet. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to put a bit of glue and then stick it onto the bouquet. All right. So when it is done, it looks like this. So something simple, but nice. Okay. Now, if let's say you have blings, you can decorate here. Okay. Make it nicer. And then here you can put Happy Teacher's Day. When you open it up, you can actually write your message here. Okay. And here also, if let's say you have those stickers, decorative stickers, and also your bling stickers, you can also put it here, decorate it. But make sure that you don't stick anything onto the folded line, yeah, the crease line area, because otherwise then you won't be able to fold it later. Okay. So this is how it looks like. A very simple bouquet of flower, yeah, for your teacher. All right. So something simple. If let's say you see that your flower keeps moving and it's very flimsy, what you can do is you can put a little bit of glue at the back to stick it onto the wrapper itself. Yeah, then it won't move so much. Okay. All right. So hopefully you have done it. And then of course, in terms of the messages, you can actually write your own message and then make sure you put your name on it. Yeah. You can make this as many as you want because we have more than one teacher. Yeah. So it is much better than having store-bought, because if store-bought, a lot of teachers will be getting the same. Yeah, because it is anyone can buy. But if let's say you hand make it, only you. Yeah. So we actually for those that has been with us, yeah, the students that have been with us for many years, they will hand make their own gift for the teachers. Yeah, in fact, when my kids are younger, we used to make our gifts and give it to the teachers as well. So it is much more appreciated in that sense. Yeah. So hopefully you will also enjoy making it for your teachers. All right. So this is the bouquet of flower that we are doing today. Of course, if let's say you want to add more tiny flowers, you can actually add a few more, probably about 2 on each side. Yeah, 1 big flower and 1 small flower. Now, if let's say you want to learn how to make flower, you can actually refer back to our old episode of FB Live on Mother's Day, because we did a flower bouquet for Mother's Day as well. So that is our first episode, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so scroll through all our videos and then you can find it in May this year. Yeah, the Mother's Day one. All right. So hopefully you enjoy doing this. Now, of course, to end the session, we are going to do a lucky draw for those of you who actually pre-registered with us. Okay. This month is a special month because it's October. And what is October if we are not talking about Halloween, right? So Halloween is actually our most exciting celebration for Craftspace, because we have a lot of activities. Sometimes we also collaborate with other clients to host like Halloween tea party, or in fact to do trick or treat, you know. But of course, since last year, we are not able to do trick or treat. So we actually had a tea party. And I hope that it was an exciting one, because this year we are going to have another one, slightly different from last year. But we are also doing it virtually. Last year it was virtual because of the pandemic, yeah, because of MCO as well. So this year again we are going to do one more virtual one, because for now we still do not encourage kids to be out and about. Yeah, so we will still be doing the virtual tea party on the actual day, which is on the 31st of October. So for this month, all the lucky draw winners will be invited to our tea party. For your information, the tea party actually we charge 130 ringgit per kids. Yeah, that is including of all the materials as well as the snacks that we are going to send together. But early bird, if let's say you are keen to participate, it's 100 ringgit. If let's say you pre-book it with us, because space is actually limited. We only limit to 30 kids. Yeah, 30 kids. So that is why we have to limit the space. During the tea party, what we do is we have craft activities, we have games. At the same time, we do costume parade. So the kids has to dress up, yeah, have to dress up because we have a best costume competition. So they need to do a parade for us so that we can actually judge, yeah. So it's quite fun. So for this month, what we do is we are going to give away some seats, yeah, to the lucky draw winner. So unfortunately, we can't have all of you on board. But if let's say you are keen, then we can work out something for you. So let us know. But every week we will choose one, only one, unfortunately, one. Okay, lucky draw winner, which will be participating, yeah, or joining our tea party. All right, so this is a special one. All right, so let's see who is the lucky draw winner today. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Liao Zerlin. Mommy, Natalie Lai. Zerlin, if you are here, please let us know. Yeah, Liao Zerlin, if you are here, please let us know that you are here because you will be in our Halloween tea party on the 31st of October. I can't remember the time, but I will send you the details. So Zerlin, if you are here, please let us know that you are here. If not, your name will be forfeited and then we will draw a new name to replace. Yeah. So do we have Zerlin? So we wait for a while for Zerlin to reply. Okay. So while we wait, let's talk a little bit more about the history of World Teachers' Day. Now, do you know which day we actually celebrate Teachers' Day in Malaysia? It is actually not on the 5th of October. Of course, international school students, they celebrate on the 5th of October. Yeah, for those of you who are studying in international schools. But if let's say you are in national schools, we actually celebrate Teachers' Day on the 16th of May. Yeah, 16th of May. Why 16th of May? It's because it is actually the day we endorse the Razak report. Yeah, which Razak report is actually an educational proposal aimed at reforming the educational system in Malaya. Now Malaysia. Back then it's called Malaya. Yeah. This document has been the basis of the educational system in Malaysia since 1960. Yeah, since when is it? Since Tun Abdul Razak Hussein's time. Yeah. That is why we call it Razak report because back then the education minister who actually made this proposal or this Razak report is actually Tun Abdul Razak Hussein. Yeah. So the report provided for Bahasa Melayu, which is our national language, as the main medium of instruction. But other language were allowed, yeah, to retain for educational purpose or teaching. Okay. So other provisions include the formation of a single national education system with a Malayan-oriented curriculum and introduction of a single system of evaluation for all students. That is what we have as the system or the framework it is. Yeah. So of course, this day, hopefully you all are still remembering it because in school definitely we celebrate it. Yeah, there will be food. You know, kids are encouraged to bring food or buy. Well, usually they will ask us to bring food. They won't ask us to buy food. Yeah. So, but of course, sometimes we take things for granted. So we will order food from outside and get it delivered to the school. Yeah. Unfortunately, last year, we did not manage to celebrate it. Yeah. So that is why there is no celebration. It's not a public holiday in Malaysia. Yeah. But we do have a celebration in school. Right? So that is a little history of what Malaysia Day in Malaysia Malaysia Teachers Day, yeah, when we celebrate on the 16th of May. So do we have Zerlin? Yes. Oh, okay. Zerlin is here. So congratulations, Zerlin. So you will be invited to our Halloween tea party on the 31st of October. Okay, so it's an actual day. Hopefully you will prepare your own costume, because what we do is, if let's say costume is handmade using recyclable materials, that is extra point for it. So for those of you who have already showed us your interest in our tea party, make sure that when you want to prepare your the costume, it is best to add in recyclable materials to it. All right. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed today's session. Now, we actually have Halloween workshops this month, which we are going to post it up in a while, because for now we are only sending it to our loyal customers, or those customers who have been with us for many years. Yeah. After this week, we are going to post it up onto our Facebook. So if let's say you are keen to participate in the workshop as well as the tea party, please let us know. Yeah. By sending us a WhatsApp message. Okay. Next week we have another session of the workshop. Of course, every Saturday we still have, because this is what we are hoping to achieve, so that the kids can actually enjoy, not so much about making the craft or spending time here, but at least to give them some time to relax, yeah, and enjoy something handmade, rather than always on the device playing games or binge watching YouTube videos. All right, so please join us every week if you have the time. Alternatively, you can actually watch the replay of the video, which is available on our Facebook page. Now, if let's say you find that the workshop is actually beneficial for you, hopefully you can also share it with the friends and family, so that they can also join in. Yeah, we hope that this will give more kids an opportunity to relax, or to take their minds away from the day-to-day or stuck at home, routine. So that's why we are having this. Yeah, that is the purpose of our FB Live. This month, we are going to also co-host a contest. Yeah, last month we actually co-hosted the lantern making contest together with Setia City Mall. A lot of you actually participated. Thank you for that. And hopefully you win, because they are still judging it. So hopefully you will get the result very soon. Yeah. This month again, we are going to have another contest. In fact, this month, next month, the following month, every month we will have at least one contest happening, organized by our clients, which we are co-hosting it. So hopefully you will be able to join us as well. This month, of course, we are not going to do we are going to announce, yeah. So this is just a little bit of a preview for you. We are going to announce the contest for Deepavali, right? So please make sure you join us. When? I am not going to tell you yet. If you are interested, please join us every week, yeah, so that when we finally announce it, because we have not gotten all the details from our client yet. So once we have gotten the details, then we will do a Facebook Live on that topic, and also to share with you the guidelines and terms and conditions, like what we did last month for the lantern making contest, right? So hopefully you have fun today, and congratulations to Zerlin again for winning the tea party entry. Next week we will have another one more lucky draw winner, and the following week, until we will have in total 4, yeah, 4 lucky winners for the month. All right, so hope that you enjoy the rest of the weekend. And for those of you who are going back to school on Monday, hope that you are as excited as your parents. because finally you get to meet your friends face to face and also your teachers face to face. Yeah. And for those of you out there who are teachers, you are the new frontliner. We wish you Happy Teachers Day in advance. And for those of you who are homeschooling your kids, also Happy Teachers Day to you. I will see you again next week. All right. So have fun and enjoy the weekend. Bye.